What's up, guys? Kyle here with Crypto Theory. All right, we've got a very urgent Bitcoin video for you guys today, so you definitely don't want to miss out on this one because we have some news that has come to light, basically, that I believe at least helps explain a lot of this Bitcoin crash that we just saw. Make no mistake about it. I mean, let's take a look at the chart right here. This was kind of a flash crash right here over the last 2 weeks. It shook a lot of the weak hands out of the market. And again, guys, not professional financial advice. It never is. I do not believe that we are in a bear market. I believe that we are still bullish. I believe that we still have a good 4 to 5 months left in this bull run. I do believe that this is a correction that is more similar to like 2013, 2014 compared to 2017. We're not going to dive into that too much during this video or anything like that. But, overall, yes, this thing crashed down below previous support levels, further than just about anybody was expecting. But I do believe that there is bullish indicators that we will be heading in the right direction. I do believe that we will remain bullish and continue on here in the very, very short future. Okay. So with that being said, let's jump in and let's talk about what's been going on, because you can see today up 12% at the time of this recording, up 12%. So, better today. However, I mean, it's been unstable the last 2 weeks, basically. I mean, it's just been dropping. You can see almost overnight the sentiment around the market changing. And guys, look, we read all of the comments on ours. We read comments on other YouTube channels. We read stuff on Facebook and groups and stuff, Discord. I mean, you name it. We read all these comments. You can tell the market sentiment has changed. Okay, people were super bullish. Now all of a sudden it's like doomsday scenario and everything is terrible. Well, rest assured, guys, this, in my opinion, again, not professional financial advice, this will turn back bullish for us, okay? I really do believe that, and I want to get this information out there to you guys so that you can see, as, we've been talking about on our previous live streams about this. This was coordinated FUD, okay? This was all whale manipulation to tank the price so that they could buy it at a 40% discount. I mean, we talked about that. It was just too coincidental that all this stuff came out at the exact same time. All this news, not only do you have the Elon tweets, you got the stuff about China. You've got all these different things. Everybody starts attacking and beating up on Bitcoin. And guess what? Exactly as you would predict would happen when they start doing that. All the new people into the space, and even some of the even some of the old hats in there that have been investing in Bitcoin for a while get shook out from that because they get worried that something's going to happen. Well, Bitcoin's still here. I don't believe it's going anywhere, and I want you guys to hear what we have to tell you, because this is really, really important. So let's just jump into it. I'm not even going to go through the whole subscribe and everything, guys. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. We really appreciate it. With that being said, I want to get right into this for you guys because this is really, really interesting. Okay, and let's get the chart right down here. Like I said, I've already got it on 90 days, so you can really see what happened. Actually, I want to see what's this look like if we go. Okay, actually, you know what? 180 days might be a better indicator of, kind of where we're at, because what gets lost on a lot of people is, guys, we're at 38,000 and some change right now. Look where we were at. Excuse me, sorry guys, got a tickle in my throat here. I'm just getting over a cold here. So, look where we were at though 6 months ago. I mean, we're still double where we were 6 months ago. I mean, life is good, right? I mean, as long as you didn't buy it at the all-time high. Now, if you bought it up there, again, do I believe it's going back up there? Yes, I do believe it will get back up there. You got to be patient, okay? So, what's been going on and what caused, I mean, you can see right here, this massive drop, this massive sell-off that we saw right there. Okay, so first and foremost, in my opinion, like I said, I think it's whale manipulation, and there is some news that has been coming out now that has been backing this stuff up, okay? So first and foremost, a majority of the coins that were sold have been coming from whales, okay? And we can confirm that looking at the wallet addresses and see, being able to see what is available in those wallets, how much they hold of that, okay? So basically, a majority that was sold they were only 1 week to 1 month old, okay? So a majority of the Bitcoin that was sold during this sell-off right here, especially when it had that 40% correction in 1 day, majority of that sell-off right there was from Bitcoins that were purchased within a week to a month from when that sell-off occurred. What does that mean? It wasn't a long-term hold. It wasn't somebody that bought it, way back here, and then they were just taking profit because they, Bitcoin been kind of running sideways there for a little bit and they got bored. No, this was stuff that had been purchased right around in here, okay? right, a week to a month right before that big crash happened, okay? And it all ends up happening on the exact same day. I mean, guys, come on, connect the dots a little bit right here. There's a 40% correction in one day. To me, that points exactly to the fact, especially now that we know a majority of that Bitcoin that was sold had been purchased a week to a month prior to that. That points to whale manipulation, that they are trying to tank the price. And guess what? They know that if they start tanking the price, everybody else is going to shake out, everybody else that's going to start selling. Because, look, if you were somebody that bought up here above 60K and all of a sudden you start seeing it just plummet down below 40, down into the 30s, all of a sudden you're starting to panic because you're losing a bunch of your investment, especially if you just got into it and you think that the run is over. So you start selling. Guess what? Now they can start accumulating Bitcoin very, very quickly at a 40% discount. So they just got it literally back at January prices, okay? So yes, that points to whale manipulation, but there's more, okay? So wallets holding over 10,000 Bitcoin, okay? Wallets that have over 10,000 Bitcoin, not $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. No. 10,000 Bitcoin, okay? These are whales. These are Moby Dicks. These are the big boys, okay? They added over 100,000 Bitcoin the day after the crash, okay? So the day after the massive crash, and let's get it pulled up here on TradingView. Let's get the candles up so you guys can see this stuff. Guys, the day after the biggest part of the crash, they added, like I said, they added 100,000 Bitcoin to those wallets, okay, at a 40% discount. Again, just my opinion, you can't tell me this isn't some kind of whale manipulation where they are absolutely trying to play the market. They're trying to just get a massive, massive drop. And then guess what? They can just swoop in and scoop up those profits, okay? Because they're going to buy it at 40% off, and they know darn well that they are absolutely going to be able to make that money back easily over the next little bit as the market starts to correct and go back the right direction, okay? Now, the other really interesting thing right here, too, is it's been confirmed most of the buying was by whales that are based in the United States, okay? So these are U.S.-based accounts that are doing most of that buying. What does that mean? The China FUD is just FUD, okay? As we predicted, guys, this is like the billionth time that we've heard this about China and them trying to ban it and everything. And guess what? It was FUD back then, and it still is FUD, okay? Most of the buying has been done by the U.S. accounts, okay? So, in my opinion, yes, this was coordinated whale manipulation. This was coordinated FUD by whales that wanted, with the sole intent to drop the price, okay? Drop it drastically and then be able to buy back in at massive, massive discounts, okay? So if you don't think it is, that's okay. That's okay. You know what? If you think that the market is over, I'm here to tell you personally, I don't believe that it is. Not professional financial advice. I don't believe it is. Here's the way that I see this playing out personally. I think once Bitcoin does bottom and it stabilizes, and we could be there. There's some people speculating that we're already there. There's some people speculating that we still need to go back down to 20,000 and it needs to retest the previous all-time high from the previous run. There's no telling exactly where this thing will bottom at. There's some people saying 25. Personally, I think the lowest that we'll go is 25. I don't think that we'll get back down to 20. I've been looking into this a lot. Been listening to a lot of different experts in the industry about it. Been reading a ton of articles. Just researching the heck out of this. I don't believe personally that we'll go down to 20. I think that we'll end up somewhere 25 to 30 at the lowest. And maybe we have already seen the bottom. It's possible we've already seen the bottom and we're starting to work our way back up. Who knows? But once we hit the bottom, I do believe, we'll spend a couple weeks stabilizing. Okay, I think that we're going to see a couple weeks of stabilized, just kind of sideways action, not a whole lot going on. What does that create though? Okay, that creates relief. That gets people back excited about Bitcoin, like, okay, the crash is over, things are starting to settle down, the FUD is gone, everything's fine. And then guess what? The whales want the price to start driving up at that point because they want their profits at that point. They got their 40% off Bitcoin. Now it's time to cash in. So all of a sudden, we're going to start to see some movement in the market and it's going to go back the right direction, okay? Here's what I think. Within, I would say, a couple of months, okay, I think within a couple of months, we will be back to previous all-time highs. By August, I believe that we will be surpassing previous all-time highs of 62, 63, whatever it was. Close to, actually, this should tell us on here, 64. Okay, so it was almost 65,000. We will break previous all-time highs, and I think from there, August and September are going to be monstrous. And why do I think that? Well, that's towards the tail end of the bull run, okay, the last few months of the bull run. And typically those are the most exciting times in terms of just parabolic movement. But also, I think that at that point, Bitcoin has survived all of this. People start to regain that confidence. The price starts going back up the right direction. And then all of a sudden, people start just FOMOing in because guess what? Bitcoin's back on the rise. You know, as quickly as it fell right there, it could rise right back up. And all of a sudden, confidence has never been higher in the market. And then we get these parabolic movements that could carry it from that, 70,000 price range somewhere in there up to 200K, like I've been saying that I believe Bitcoin can reach, right around that 200 to 250,000 mark. I don't think it's out of the question to see that happen because, guys, here's the thing. As quickly as it fell from 65,000 basically down to where were we at? Like 30,000-ish roughly in there. It was like I think it was a 55% drop, something like that total over that. We could see that rise just as quickly or close to just as quickly, especially as we get towards the tail end of the bull run, how quickly that can start spiraling and just going nuts and going parabolic. So personally, I don't think it's over. I think that we are still in the midst of a bull run. I think that Bitcoin will not only recover, I think it will thrive. The market sentiment needs to change around that, and I think the best thing for it is for it to stabilize and just some sideways action. Sideways action for a couple weeks, and then it's go time, okay? So, and then within a couple months, we're back at previous all-time highs, and then we're flying. We are flying to the moon after that. My thoughts, my personal opinions, guys, let us know in the comments down below. Do you believe it's whale manipulation? Do you believe we will get back to previous all-time highs? Let us know in the comments down below. That being said, guys, that's all I got. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you in the next one.